Hey you guys, it's time, finally. Holy mackerel. We're finally here for the build series. I've been excited about this build series, kind of delayed about this build series, but I think whenever I show you what I'm showing you, it'll make sense, hopefully, to you. It's not a problem with the truck, it's not a problem with my schedule, it was a problem with me just being stubborn, I guess you could say. So, as always, check out Dixieland RC for all your radio control needs. If you don't see it on their site, send them a message and see if they can get it. Great people. Definitely check with them. So, what we're talking about today is radios, if you haven't noticed. The radio that it comes with, the Gen8, is this guy. It is a FlySky radio, just rebranded with some RedCat stickers. RedCat is a distributor for FlySky. If you did not know that or weren't aware of it, that's what's up. So, the radio itself, and the reason why this build is delayed. The radio tension on the steering, as well as the smoothness of it, is a personal issue for me. If you don't know, I'm missing a tendon in my thumb, and my thumb is a little messed up, if you can see that. And that's from a slightly older work injury. And that kind of limits what I can do with one-hand driving. Now, yes, they make extensions you can clip on there and drive it that way. The other thing they do is some people can reach it and do it. However, doing both of those things in my thumb, just the aftermath of it, and sometimes during it, isn't worth it for me, unfortunately. So I have to improvise. Now, I haven't been doing one-handed driving very long. Probably only a month and a half, something like that. So I'm relatively new to it, and I know some people can drive with their chest. I'm just not there. I personally, whenever I one-hand drive, I use my chin and essentially just rotate, and I use just the throttle, just the hand for the throttle. So that's what I find works for me. If you have a different idea, like I said, I haven't been doing this very long in terms of one-hand drive stuff, so if you got a better idea, let me know in the comments, please. Help me out. I like helping you guys out. Please help me out. So, but that's my personal problem, and my stubbornness of this is not what I wanted to be the first part of the build series to be. I didn't want it to be the radio, because this one functioned and worked. So, that was my holdup. I literally couldn't get good video footage for you guys. And the reason I wanted video footage was I only felt it was fair, doing a build like this, that we start and have a beginning video and run the whole way up through the series as changes are made. Now, if the changes we make are no performance change whatsoever, then there won't be a video to follow of actual driving. However, if there is a performance adjustment made, then I would like to do a video thereafter before we do anything else that is performance related to show you the difference or what effect it had on the truck. So we're going to a Flysky GT3C. Now, this particular radio, I buy these, my entire family uses them, that's what we all have. I hack them. So this is not just a 3-channel off-the-shelf radio. This is actually up to 8 channels. And the hack is done with firmware. Now, with the hack and 8 channels, it allows you to assign the keys to certain channels. So it really opens the doors up for what you can do. If you really want to see what this does or what they can do, I have a TRX4 electronics upgrade video. And I need to honestly redo the video or do it in a different way. It was a video I copied from a Facebook group I'd done a long time ago. It was never intended to be on YouTube, but I took the video and I just stuck it on here anyway. And it's got some views to it, but I think it sums up really well what this radio can do. So check it out. But it is ball bearing equipped. It's fairly smooth. Now, I've ran race radios. Personally, I'm an Airtronics Sanwa fanatic. I love them. They are my favorite radios. Futaba makes extremely good stuff. So between them two, they're my highest bracket, I would say. The Flyskys are definitely not a premium radio. However, in what I do with them and what my family does with them and what I see a ton of people do with them, they work just fine. What I really like about them is the price point. You know, you're talking roughly $50, give or take. So with that kind of price point, if my 7-year-old stumbles and drops one down over a cliff, I really can deal with that, and it's not a big deal. The other side of it is if it's stolen, lost, what have you, there again, the same concept. So it also has a spot for a lanyard. So they work quite well. And you want to talk about extremely light. And the reason it's so light is because of this little guy. They have a little LiPo battery pack. This comes with this model. So literally it is extremely light. It's one of the lightest radios I've ever had. Some would say, well, that lightness comes with lack there of quality, and I would not completely disagree with that statement whatsoever. So, they are not the beefiest, beastliest radio you can find, but it does the job. So, now that I've sat here and talked about a radio that you haven't actually seen do anything, if you want to see it do something, watch that TRX4 video I was talking about. And actually, I'll put it in the description. Look for the link in the description if you're interested in it. So that's what's up. With this radio, I can easily one-hand drive, zero problem. It's smooth. I can make it work. We're going to put the factory wheels and tires back on the truck that it came with. The Dlinks are staying on the truck. They're essentially part of the upgrade, but since they've been there since the very first video I did on the Gen 8, I feel that it's fine just to leave them on there. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with the Dlinks, I have brass D-Links and Delrin D-Links on the RedCat Gen 8. You can look at my 2 review videos to find them and see what I'm talking about. Other than that, I think that pretty much sums up this video. I will keep track of the money for each upgrade. Now, in the build series, I made a decision that whenever I asked you guys for some input on how you wanted the build to go, I got some responses, which is awesome. I really appreciate the responses. And I was also fascinated by the difference in what people was looking for, which really was good in a lot of ways. It kind of caught me off guard. I thought everybody would be more leaning towards brushless or more leaning towards 1.9 wheels. And I was kind of surprised. I got all 3 wheel sizes, and I got both brushed and brushless, and a fairly equal amount for all the above. So, led me to believe, how can I fairly do this? Well, it's pretty simple, at least from the electronic standpoint of things. For right now, the truck is factory. It has its factory ESC and brushed motor in it. The first video I do, obviously, will be with that motor ESC combo. Excuse me. The only downfall to it is for you, if you're a viewer, and you do not have this radio has some settings on it that this radio doesn't have. So it gives me a slight, I won't say advantage, but it may make the truck look like it's doing possibly better than what it would do with this one. So I don't want to be misleading, but unfortunately in my situation, it's the only way I can do it. That's why I didn't want this to be the first upgrade. But, however, it'll still show you as we progress and how we do things, what happens. So, back to the brushless and brush situation in the electronics, what I'm going to do is get a video of the equipment that's in it factory, other than the radio system. After that video, we'll end up putting a upgraded brushed motor in it. And what we're going to use will be a Holmes 21 turn Trailmaster Sport 550. I'll leave that in there, do a video or two with it, and then we'll upgrade the ESC. We will put in a Hobbywing 1080 brushed ESC to go with that Holmes Hobbies Trailmaster Sport 21 turn 550. This will give you a essentially good base for a brushed motor upgraded with a brushed ESC that's upgraded, and show you where you end up with that. After we get some video with that, we will move to brushless. We will get some video with, I have a couple brushless motors. We'll get some video with them, and after them videos, you guys, as a community, will decide which motor ESC stays in the truck from there on out. If you guys pick the brushed, it'll stay brushed. If you guys pick the brushless, and whichever motor, that's what it will stay. That is the only way I figured it was fair, because it lets you guys see all the systems and lets you pick the one you like most in the truck. That way, as the build progresses, you get to see the performance out of that truck by what you, the community, have chosen as we go through the build. If you guys have any comments, suggestions, whatever, let them in the box down below. Put them in that comment section. The build is going to take some time to do just because of scheduling and because of just the different changes to make sure that I go through everything that you guys would want to see. So, other than that, I think that pretty much wraps up this video. We'll keep a tally of the prices. Stock, factory box stock wheels and tires will go back on it, just to be fair to the RedCat Gen 8 during the build. And, of course, eventually we'll get to wheels and tires where we do them. And at that point, whenever we do that, the new wheels and tires stay. So, and they most likely won't be the ones I've had on it up till now. They were just for me to run it as a Class 1 rig. So, that's that. And sorry for the delay. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know it is a lot of me blowing hot air. So, understand. You all take care. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Thank you.